goal scorer, Brandon By. Brandon, thanks for joining us. Congrats on the win and the goal.
Thank you.
We'll go straight into questions. I'm going to just try to mix it up so everyone gets a chance to start. Sorry.
Brandon, congrats on the goal. Congrats on the win. What did you see when the ball just came up to your feet? Like, did you see that the angle had already opened, or did you see like, oh wow, I can just smash it through here and let's see what happens?
Yeah, I think we've been working on that that positioning for me. I felt it in the last game too, in that spot. I think I was talking to Costa after, and was like, hey, I'm open in that little hole there, and he does a great job with attracting players, and everybody's watching him because he's such a talented player. So he dragged some players over, and I was in a good spot. Yeah, I mean, I think I hit one like that in warm-ups. We were joking about it, but yeah, I was ready for it, and it came off right.
Congratulations. It must feel different getting your first log slab at home in front of this crowd against that team. So can you just kind of talk through how that experience felt and what it's like to play in front of these people?
Yeah, it was electric. I mean, every game has been, but particular tonight, it was amazing. So that was great. The fans really came out and showed out, and we knew we were going to get chances later and later in the game and continue to put pressure on them. So yeah, I was happy. I was happy to put it in the back of the net, and celebration with the boys was great.
How would you describe the job Jack's done over the last month and a half, and particularly these 4 games to get you into this next stretch?
Yeah, it's been amazing. He keeps it simple. He wants us to do 6, 7 things. The duels, the aerial duels, the clearances, all these things that he really keeps it simple. And guys really bought into that. It was great to see. Early on, guys were buying into it. We went to San Diego for a friendly match. Guys bought into it there, and then 4 games in a row, guys are buying in. So it's amazing. And then that gets guys in the right position to show their quality. You see Velde, you see Kevin, you see DaCosta, Cole, everybody. Ari and Anthony. These guys are great players in great spots, and that structure we're in now, it really keeps them in attacking spots where they can go. So. No, he's been great so far. Yeah, maybe we get him for another game, but I think the coach is coming eventually. But yeah, he's been great. It's been great.
Brandon, I'm assuming you've heard the story of the big bad wolf, where there's the huffing and the puffing, and then the fullback comes in and leathers the hell out of the ball and wins a derby game at home in front of the Providence Park faithful. Did that second half feel like somebody just needs to step up and hit this thing eventually?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we kept creating chances, but there was kind of some in betweens. But yeah, I think anytime you continue to put pressure on teams for that long, chances are going to happen, and I was lucky enough to step up in the right moment.
Brandon, Felipe Ramis for Conexión Deportiva. Congratulations on the goal.
Thank you.
I know that in the past few weeks I've asked the coach as well questions, and he said, let's go ahead and put the fridge in the kitchen, which is essentially what you just said about keeping it simple, right? What does he ask you for as a fullback, though? Essentially, I understand the whole, okay, let's just keep it simple, but, we know there's a little bit more to that. And in the last few games, especially since the new coach came in, we've seen you a lot more proactive on the ball. I just want to get a grasp on that, please.
Yeah, it's going to sound boring, but to keep it simple, honestly, to pass forward, to find Cole, to find Anthony or Ari or whoever it is forward, playing behind them, and to win my one-on-one duels, to battle for the ball in the air, to win second balls, to be in a good spot defensively. So when the ball turns over, I can pick it up and retrieve it again and recover the ball and keep it on the front foot and in their attack. So really, it is that simple. But the clarity with that is amazing, and then there's little pieces here and there. We watch film on Tuesday. Okay, maybe you should be in this position. We talked about exactly, where I picked the ball up to score a goal. We talked about being in that position, so when the ball circulates, I can play there, I can play wide, or I'm 20 yards out, shoot the ball. So, yeah.
Brandon, you've played in a lot of games and had a lot of experiences with this game in your life, and here in Portland, the atmosphere that we saw tonight is just kind of part of the experience of the Timbers existing. Can you describe how unique and special that atmosphere is, and what is it like to get to be a part of it?
Yeah, it's amazing. Coming here from New England for 8 seasons, and stepping in for the first game against Columbus and seeing it for the first time, being cheered for instead of cheered against. No, it's amazing. It's amazing, and every game, it's crazy when you walk out for warm-ups. They're already here, and they're already so loud and chanting and screaming your name and pushing you forward. Late in games when you're tired and your legs are gone, they're pushing you, and it's amazing, man. It's something really special. They're after the game, like last game with Pipe and this game, with us in the Logs and cheering us on, and nobody wants to leave. It's unbelievable. So it's great.
Brandon, there are goal scorers in this league who score a lot of goals, and after the games, their Instagram accounts will be about 15 stories of different angles of their goal that they scored, and it's kind of routine for them. And for somebody who's not a goal scorer, like post game, like is it different for you? Like are you excited to be able to do that, or like how different is a game for you if you guys get the win, but then you're able to find the back of the net?
Yeah, honestly, I was, really focused on the last 10 minutes, make sure we didn't concede to tie the game. So that was that. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I was checking the goal out. Guys were playing it on the TV in the locker room, so seeing that again. Because honestly, in the moment, you kind of understand how it happens, but not really. You're just you feel it at the back of the net and you go celebrate. So. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll post it, but yeah, we'll see. No, it's exciting though. It's exciting. Yeah, there's been a lot of games and there's been a few goals out there, but not a whole lot. So it's exciting for me for sure.
It's not your main job.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a while too. It's been. I didn't get one last year, so I was excited to score.
Brandon, there's another Timbers right back on the roster who loves to score against the Seattle Sounders, and unfortunate news this week that he's going to be out for a while. What was that news like for the team as a whole, and are you going to be able to have some fun with him talking about scoring against Seattle? For sure. I think he's already sent me a message. So, yeah, Juan's a great guy. A competitor, wants to be with us, wants to fight with us. Yeah, so we were sick when we heard the news. And it's a battle now for him. But we're going to be behind him, the whole way, and he'll be back soon enough. So, yeah.
Just to wrap it up, too, from the press box, it looked like you had a little celly planned. So can you talk us through that celebration and how it came to be?
Yeah, honestly, I don't have a celebration. I fist bump and that's about it. But I think DaCosta wanted a picture, so we all posed for a little picture, and that was that. But no, it's nice. It's nice when you give your little fist bump or whatever, and you turn around and the whole squad's there to congratulate you and to hug you and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really awesome.
Any more questions in the room? Okay, we'll wrap it there. Thanks for the time, Brandon.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
everyone.